Everyone, how's it going? Today I'm gonna talk to you guys about what you should be doing in your early 20s if you're a younger person like I am. I'm 22 right now. Sorry, I'm just gonna grab something. Have some rice cakes with me. I weighed out my ham. Gonna be eating this along with something else. I'll show you guys in a bit. So, if you guys are a younger person, if you're like sort of into the bad habits right now, I know a lot of us younger people like to drink, like to smoke, we like to eat junk food, we like to act recklessly, we like to do a lot of things that are, sort of detrimental towards our future selves. So right now I'm 22. I'm here to talk to you guys about sort of what you should be doing in your early 20s and your late teens. I mean, this is what I'm doing, I feel like this is a good thing to do. So again, I'm weighing out my food, have some rice cakes with ham. So you guys should definitely be trying to switch up your diet, trying to eat healthier, trying to sort of stick to higher protein foods that are going to help you build muscle, foods that are going to keep you full, keep you satiated. Ham is high in protein. So one thing I always try to avoid is drinking. Drinking is never a good thing. Never. At least in my eyes. I've never drinking before. I've never had to drink. I've never had a sip of alcohol. And I actually prefer it that way because alcohol has calories in it. Because I am trying to cut weight, I'm trying to focus on my body fat percentage and eating healthier, getting into shape and exercising. Alcohol is never a good option for me. So if you're a younger person, maybe try cutting out alcohol. I know a lot of us are drinking a lot. I would definitely recommend cutting out alcohol, cutting out marijuana. Marijuana it might demotivate you, it might turn you into a couch potato, it might, make you start ordering food. Sooner or later you're ordering food, you're 10, 20, 30 pounds overweight, and, you've developed bad habits. So, if you're a younger person, definitely try cutting out the drugs. They're not going to be a good option. Sorry, I'm going to grab my food. So yeah, I don't do any drugs. I don't do anything that's gonna make me gain weight. Again, alcohol has calories in it. So that's never a good thing. I know a lot of us are attending parties and getting drunk and getting wasted and getting hungover and I definitely try to stay away from that because, again, I'm focusing on my health and my fitness. And, you know, if you think about it, in the next 10 years, 20 years, you know, it'll definitely serve you. If I'm focused on, you know, exercising, improving on the areas that I want to improve on, you know, doing the things that I want to do, there's no reason to get drunk or to smoke or to get hungover or to be subjected to peer pressure, because I know a lot of people might attend parties just because they're being peer pressured into doing these things. They're around their peers and they start drinking, and they start smoking, they start eating junk food. But if you do start prioritizing your health and your fitness, it's gonna serve you out in the long run. You know, you won't have to worry about your health in the future. You won't have to worry about, you know, any like sort of weight complications. You know. Again, I'm 22 right now, so I made a healthier grilled cheese sandwich. So definitely try to develop the good habits right now because they're gonna help you in the future. If you stop drinking, if you stop smoking right now, it's gonna be much easier for you to keep the weight off, to live a healthier lifestyle. And to focus on, you know, your physique and your body fat percentage. Again, if you develop your endurance, your speed, your pace right now, it's gonna help you out. It's definitely gonna help you out in the future. If you're on my age range, I know life can suck. You might be stressed, you might be bored, you might be a numerous amount of things. So I think focusing on your health and fitness is going to be a great payoff. I can see myself doing this for the next 10 years, 20 years. So again, it's going to help you out. You're not going to have to worry about your weight as much. If you're young right now, you might be drinking, you might be smoking, you might be eating a bunch of junk food, and you might not be worrying about it because you're young. And you might be thinking to yourself, I don't really care, I'll do it later. You might be thinking something like that, you know. I know I've said those words a couple times. I don't care, I'll do it later. But again, time doesn't wait. So if you are young right now, I recommend you start now. You start eating healthy, you start prioritizing your health and your fitness, because again, it's gonna serve you so much. If I never started doing this, I would have to, work my way up to it, so again, it's a great habit to have. It's something I feel like everyone should be doing if you're around my age group, and I feel like it's something that's very important. It's not the funnest thing in the world. It's not, the most exciting thing in the world. You might hate exercise and dieting. You might detest it for whatever reason, because you're not used to it, or because you just feel like it's unnecessary. Why do I have to eat healthy? Why do I have to exercise? Why do I have to, stick to a strict routine? It's definitely gonna help you out. You're cultivating discipline, you're cultivating a good work ethic, you're cultivating, resolve, the ability to push yourself, the ability to stick to a diet, to eat healthier, to sort of make these compromises that will give you the discipline that you need to to do anything really, because this is sort of how I went around it. I just kept exercising day by day, and it's a great habit to have. Again, it's much better than smoking or drinking or doing a lot of those things, like going to parties and staying up super late and getting hungover and wasted and having a bunch of junk food in you. That's not the best thing in the world, so again, try this out if you haven't. I know a lot of us just like to have fun, especially because we're younger people, if you're around my age group, but it's gonna help you out, like I said. I don't want to be like 30 or 40 years old and I have like health problems, or I'm overweight, or I'm out of shape and I can't burn calories and I can't do this and I can't do that because I didn't start when I was younger. So if you're around my age group, I definitely recommend starting right now, today, if you're watching this video, and give it a shot. I don't really like drink. Again, it's not the best thing in the world, especially if you're trying to get into shape. Maybe you don't have to completely get rid of your alcohol, but consumption but I don't drink alcohol at all. So, yeah, that's some great advice for you guys. I am just trying to practice each and every day because it's very important to me, like, again, you don't want to be overweight. It's gonna cause health problems. You don't want to be morbidly obese. You don't want to be, unable to stick to a diet. You don't want to be, riddled with health problems, or you're out of shape. You can't burn calories because you didn't start when you were younger, because you were partying and you were smoking and you were drinking and you were eating junk food, and now you are 20 pounds overweight, and you don't have a level of fitness or a level of health and level of expertise with dieting and fitness. So I'd say start now. It might not be the most exciting thing in the world. You might hate it. You might, detest exercise because you're not good at it. Or you might just be bored with exercise. You might say, why should I exercise? I'm not overweight. It's just a good thing to do, It doesn't matter if you're not overweight. It's a great thing to do. It's good for your health. It's good for your heart, especially if you're doing a bunch of cardio. And weight training is good for you, believe it or not. So regular exercise and dieting, something that you should be doing if you're young. Maybe you're not like the biggest fan of weights, or you're not the biggest fan of lifting heavy or powerlifting, or like anything with weights. You don't have to do weights. The most important thing I'd say is to practice on your cardiovascular fitness and try to get that to a good level, because that's the most important thing. Your heart is the most important thing. So if I am, out of shape, like, it's probably your cardiovascular fitness. Anyone can lift weights. If you're not strong enough to lift the weight, you won't be able to do it. But cardiovascular fitness is different. It's very different than weight training. I can weight train for like 3-4 hours and I won't be out of breath. I won't be tired. I probably would have burned 300, 400 calories. But cardiovascular fitness is very important. You should prioritize your cardiovascular fitness. If you don't want to be a bodybuilder, if you don't want to be a powerlifter, if you don't want to be like these things, if you have another thing that you like doing, if you're, if you have a different occupation, but you want to stay in shape and you want to be healthy, I'd say prioritize your cardiovascular fitness. It's very good for you. You don't have to be a professional bodybuilder. You don't have to be a elite powerlifter. If you have an occupation, and you like your occupation, then you can practice your occupation. And if you have time, or if you want to get into exercise and live a healthier lifestyle, and sort of improve your health and do all these things for your health, pretty much, for your health, your long-term health. Focus on your cardiovascular fitness. It's going to be the best thing for you. You don't have to weight train all the time. If you're doing weight training sessions like 3 times a week, I'd say that's good enough. Or even if you don't have time to weight train, you can do cardiovascular fitness. If I'm doing cardiovascular fitness and I'm trying to improve my cardio, that's gonna be the best thing. So again, if you're a younger person, I'd say try to stay away from the alcohol, try to stay away from the marijuana, try to stay away from the staying up like way too late, try to stay away from wasting time and eating junk food, and not worrying about tomorrow. I might sound like an old person, but again, it's good for your health. I know a lot of us aren't worried about our health right now, but it's something that you should be worried about, because think about it. If you're 40 years old and you're overweight and you have heart disease or you have something, it's not gonna be good. It's not gonna be good. I'm not trying to scold anyone. I just feel like that's just how I feel for myself. I don't have to tell you. I'm not gonna tell you you have to do this. But if you're a younger person, I'd say this is something you should be aware about. You should be prioritizing your health and fitness, because it's good for you at the end of the day. And yeah, it's much better than falling into bad habits, falling into drug addiction, falling into an alcohol reliance or a marijuana reliance. So starting now is gonna be the best thing for you. I'm glad I started when I started. I could have started earlier, actually. I'm kind of disappointed that I didn't start as early as I wanted to, but starting now is gonna be the best thing. You're gonna feel better, you're gonna lower your body fat percentage, and you are going to have better health, which is gonna serve you in the future, if you just keep practicing these good habits. So definitely try to do this when you're young, and focus on it, and prioritize your health, prioritize your fitness. Doing this will be much better than, just sitting around and you're drinking, you're smoking, and, your health is going down the drain. So try this out. If you're a younger person like me, this is something that you should be prioritizing. It's going to help you out so much in the next 10, 20, 30 years. You're going to have developed the best habits to keep you in shape, to improve your health for the long run, and to sort of be able to regulate your weight. It's good. It's a great thing. If you're cutting out alcohol, if you're cutting out marijuana, if you're cutting out staying up past whatever time, if you're cutting out being subjected to peer pressure and drinking just because everyone's telling you to drink or because everyone else is. If you're cutting these habits out, you're going to be able to focus on your health and your fitness and your physique, which is going to be much better than, doing the things that I just mentioned, because those things are fleeting. So yeah, that's just some advice I have for you guys if you're a younger person. I'm going to keep doing this next 5, 10, 20 years. And it's something that's great, It's something that is great. You relieve stress, and you don't have to worry about, gaining an extra 5 pounds because you drank like a 6-pack of alcohol or beer or whatever. So cutting out the bad habits is gonna serve you so much, and practicing the good ones. If you're cutting out the bad habits, you're gonna be able to practice the good habits, So try it out, give it a shot, and if you guys like the video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my YouTube channel and follow my Instagram. My Instagram page is luis.hern, the number 9. That's my Instagram, luis.hern, the number 9. So again, try it out. Cultivating some discipline and a good work ethic, and applying it towards your future and your health and your it's gonna help you out so much. It definitely is. I don't want to be worried about 10 years later and I'm overweight and I'm drinking beer and I am just practicing bad habits. I don't want that to happen. So stressing the good habits each and every day, even if you're young, it's gonna help you out in the long run. If you're 12, if you're 15, if you're 20, if you're 22 like me, practice the good habits right now and stress them each and every day, because it's gonna give you some sort of path and it's gonna give you some sort of a guideline, like, okay, I shouldn't be drinking, I shouldn't be smoking, I shouldn't be eating junk food. You're gonna have these habits ingrained into you, and if you have these habits ingrained into you, you can then move towards the good habits, like cutting out liquid calories, cutting out staying up past this time, cutting out sugar, cutting out the calories from your coffee, the calories from your freaking whatever, your food, your junk food. So once you get rid of like the worst habits, you can start focusing on cultivating the good habits and stressing them each and every day. So try it out and give it a shot. If you guys like the video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, follow my Instagram. It's luis.hern, the number 9. My Instagram is luis.hern, the number 9. And send me a direct message if you guys need help getting into shape and losing weight this year, because it's gonna help you out in the future. In 10 years, I'm still gonna be doing this. 20 years down the road, still gonna be working out, exercising, eating healthy, because it's much better. Again, it's much better than drinking, than smoking, than eating junk food and getting wasted. And that stuff isn't gonna serve you. It's not gonna serve you. You're not gonna gain anything from it. So focus on your health and your fitness. It's gonna serve you in the long run. You're gonna have something. You're gonna have a foundation of fitness, exercise, health. So try it out, give it a shot, give the video a thumbs up, and I'll see you guys next time.